Okay, Steve. Okay, Steve, I am at 2631 Fayetteville Road. Come over here and make you a detailed video of this so you can understand what we got going on over here. All right, so this is Highway 92. That's Fayetteville. This is Griffin. Right there where it changes from 4 lanes to 2 lanes, right? You know Cowan Road is about 2 miles on the left. And that big church in Griffin is right there on the right. Walmart's up there on the right, just to give you an idea where this thing is exactly. And now, one thing that sucks about this house, it's close to the road. It's like 80, 90 feet probably from the street. See that? It's on a busy road, right? So this needs to be a bargain house for somebody. Cheap. Needs to be done cheap. Property's like 0.86 acres. Goes back. And I don't want to walk all the way back there in the woods. It's cold and rainy, but it goes back behind that barn. So it kind of goes back behind them other people's property and then kind of does this, right? Like this. Back up to here. It was built in 1950 something. It was actually, I have to get around front here so I can show you. Well, I can show you on the inside. This used to be the old house, and they built this on fairly recently over here on this side. But I'll show you from the inside, you can see it. Now I've changed the location of the windows because I created a different layout for the house in general, right? So the window locations are different than it used to be. Like you got a single window, double window. That old window got framed in right there. This is the location of a new window. That one got framed in. There's gonna be another window over here, right? So let's walk over here and we'll talk about that too, because we're gonna add some heated square foot space to this one for very cheap. All we gotta do to create more heated space right here is finish framing in these exterior walls. We already got a roof, we already got a floor in place. So just frame the walls in. No extra cost for siding or nothing. And then we just created more square feet, right? The house is currently like 1,624 square feet. Doing this, that's 8 feet. Right there. Come on. Come on. This is basically 23 feet, so 8 times 23 more feet. All right, keep that in mind, 8 by 23. And here's this side of the house, right here. Walk around to the back. But they got a pretty decent yard. Like I said, their property goes back behind that too, right? So it's a pretty decent backyard. All right, so back here, same thing. That's going to be a window opening right there. And what we'll do is we'll fill this stuff right here in. I've already got vinyl siding too to cover the whole house. Already got the materials bought, and I got the windows inside the house. We'll probably leave that as a foundation door. And probably best just to fill this foundation in right here. I have a guy come over here and block that in, right? And we'll create a little deck. Probably a 10 by 10 deck coming right out of that doorway right there, right? From the kitchen, little 10 by 10 deck back here. That's what we'll do back here. Of course, we got to have a roof on it. Got to have some soffit and fascia work done to it, like some rough part done to it before they actually put the soffit and fascia up there. There's a fascia board on it, you know what I mean? And some work done, a little bit of carpentry work. We've already come under here and done. Oh man, this water's pouring on my head. We've already come in here and messed with this foundation, with the floor joists some. We put some 6 by 6 and stuff like that under here to brace some of that up. So, but the floor is for the most part pretty solid. I mean, it is a 1950 foundation, but for what it is, it's good. We had to come in here and put this board right here in here to brace this up. Like like that. Piece that back in, but yeah, it's pretty sound for the most part. It's ugly as shit. So you walk in here on the inside. We'll have to get another meter, of course. All this got to be permitted. We need a septic system on this one too. I've already got the permit pulled, Steve. The only place we can put it on this house in the front yard right here. We've already got it approved though for the county to do the septic system up here, just so you know that. We'll keep this little front porch that we got here like it is. All right, so now we're moving into the house. All right, this is where it gets interesting. See if I can lock this thing, dude. It's killing my thumb. All right. So we've came in here and removed the interior walls. If you notice, we got the roof braced up, right? The roof's in really good shape. All the rafters are in good shape. And this is where I had the guys come in here, cut holes in the floor, and they went under there and leveled, I mean, to the best of their ability, they leveled the floor up, you know what I mean? Because we wanted to level the floor up first. Now we can come back with our interior framing. And keep in mind, like these window openings are framed perfectly for the new layout of the house. I've got a drawing that shows the new layout. Like this is so when you walk in here, right, this is the living room area. Of course, that's the kitchen back there. I figured I'd keep the ceiling vaulted, at least in the living room area in here maybe, and then bring it back down, make it flat where the kitchen is possibly. That's still a debate, really. And then somewhere in here, on the plan, you walk over here and you walk into this little, it's kind of like a little foyer area. You go to the master. This is the master bedroom, right? And this is the master bath area over here. Like I think it's going to be I can't remember if it's a tub on this side. I think it might have been a shower right here and tub right here. No, here's a window right here. What does that mean? This is like a small window for the bathroom. But either way, this whole area right here is master suite side, right? This is the kitchen area right here. That's the family room. And there's 3 other bedrooms and a bathroom over here, right? With kind of a hallway in the center. Now, what I was saying before, you see the old part of the house right here? From here to there, that's the old part. And this is a new section. See this? This is a new part they got put in. And all this floor is good and sound and everything. This is where I was talking about adding for the new square footage right here too. But I got plans for all this, and we've got guys, dude, that can come over here literally, you think I'm exaggerating, a day and a half, the framers, and all this fucking interior walls that look like a complete disaster right now will be dealt with. You know what I mean? It'll be finished in a day and a half, and it'll be perfect. So don't let this intimidate you as far as the interior framing in here, because it's not a big deal. But yeah, right now we got walls that still stood up everywhere that's not even in the right places. Here's the windows I was telling you about. All the windows are already here. And I got siding at my house for this place too, so keep that in mind. But yeah, man, I wanted to come over here though and walk through this with you, or walk through with a video and show you what the idea was with it. Now I think by me telling you what we got going on here, right, and then me showing you a video, me showing you the plans that we're actually going to do here, I think you'll have a better understanding of what's going on here. We got that head a little sideways, but that's no big deal. But yeah, what we'll do is put either OSB or some kind of sheathing on the outside. And then we got professional siding guys like the guys we use for our new construction. Well, actually, they do the siding too. So imagine coming over here where it needs to be filled in at, right? So we'll need to fill it in like this, maybe with some 2x, whatever we got to do to fill this in. And then on top of all this goes another sheathing. I think it's a type of styrofoam board or either a OSB or something they use, and then they put the siding on top of that. And of course, we got to get this spaceship board. Let's get a carpenter over here to get this spaceship straightened out enough so it's prepped and ready for the siding people. The only part that's really weird that I got to figure out what to do with is over here on this side. They got it bowed up in the center. You see that? See how it's bowed up right there in the middle? And it gets smaller, so I got to try to figure out a way to solve for that. One way would be to bring that wood on top out a little further, right? Then when you're looking at it from this way, it's going to look straight right there. But then if you do that, when you come under here and look up at it, it's going to be bigger in the middle a little bit right here. You see what I'm saying? I think that would solve for it, but either way, I think you got to give or take either way. I mean, you got to jeopardize something to make that straight, you know what I mean? But I think that's the really only weird spot on the whole thing that we got to deal with, is that little bit of fascia right there, which ain't a big deal. I mean, we're probably talking $1,500 to fix this fascia to get it prepped so that people can actually install the soffit and fascia on there, you know what I mean? And of course, we got to have a roof, but yeah, I want to present the video to you and kind of the estimate of what we got going on and see if we can put a deal together maybe. We can work out a deal on this one. We got some stuff that we got to get thrown away here. Right there, that right there. If I get a machine over here, I can probably spread that out. That's just tree debris type stuff right there. I can spread it out thinner in the wood line there and get rid of it for cheap. These would be better if somebody just took a damn chainsaw and cut them down closer to the ground. They're about rotted. Hell, they almost so rotted, dude. I might be able to just push them over with a damn machine if we get one over here for a day. I think that one is too. But yeah, dude, I think this could be a good deal. I think we could sell it for probably $260. This would be a $275,000, $280,000 house all day long in the neighborhood, but with its proximity to the road, I think it needs to be reduced. I've talked to 2 other agents, and that's what they thought too. So maybe get your opinion on what you think about it. But again, I just wanted to come over here and make a good detailed video so you got a complete understanding of what's going on here. Because at first glance, this thing looks like a disaster, but it is not as big a disaster as it looks like. As you can tell, I just explained what we're going to do to it. So, but anyway, getting my ass up to get me some bun cakes or whatever those things are. I'll talk to you later.